Hello and welcome back to some more Let's Play Banished. And after the last catastrophic episodes, I think finally I have learned how the freaking hell I'm going to play this game. So as you can see, the overall health of my citizens is pretty darn rubbish. And the fact that we are in autumn doesn't really bode well for having some sickly people. Now, there's 22 people in my town, and I have 4 houses. So we've got 3, 7, 12, 16 people in houses. We need more houses, basically, because the people will not leave their houses to create more people if the event is that there's no room. So, you know, we're pretty stuffed there, and I'm going to take out a builder from here and take out a farmer from here. Put in another fisherman and keep a labourer, because the labourers are good. You know what, in second thoughts, yeah, we'll keep the labourer. That's something that we could keep. So, let's actually do what we need to do and build some more houses. Now, if we don't have enough houses, basically people are now going to, because it's nearly winter, people are going to die. So, I know I just said I don't want to build it, but I'm going to have to put him back in for a while to speed up production of these houses, because we got the logs and the stone. We've got quite a lot of stone, quite a lot of logs. So, you know, we'll be alright for a little while to build it. We're going to take the speed down 2 times 2. So I'll take an overview. We've got this 97% complete, this storage barn, which is good, because once we get this storage barn complete, they're not going to have to travel as far to put their gathered things from the gatherer's hut into the storage barn over here. So instead of having to go from here all the way down across the bridge and in here into the storage barn, they're just going to be able to go, oh, gatherer's hut, storage barn, gatherer's hut, storage barn, and this, you know, leads to quite a lot of an easier time for food gathering. And the same could be said for the fisherman's dock, because then instead of having to go through down here, across the bridge, through the woods, and, you know, into this storage barn, they will be able to use this storage barn. So, I lied, we're going to put the speed back up, because I can't play on slow speeds. It really bugs me. So come on then, where are our builders? Where are you, builders? Ah, you are. Ready, steady, and it's done. Just what we need. So hopefully somebody's going to start work on some of these houses. I'm not sure which houses are being prioritised, but you never know. We're going to find out eventually when they start building something. See, now our fuel limit needs to go up, because otherwise what they're saying here is there's too much firewood, nobody's using the firewood, so she can't work. So we're going to raise the limit for firewood just a little bit, and they're collecting all the stone for some reason. Obviously we need stone to build the things I've told them to build in the previous episodes that I don't remember, because I have a problem with that. I sometimes forget that I've told them to do things, and then I get a bit stuffed when I'm a bit like, what's going on, you know. Now see, now this is one thing I don't get, is this temperature Fahrenheit, because, you know, 24 degrees Celsius, you never get snow, so it must mean Fahrenheit. Otherwise, you know, everyone would be boiling rather than snowing. I'm slightly confused as to why they're doing this. So, increase priority of this, and then we'll increase the priority of building those as well. Instead of getting them to be stupid and, you know, collect up all this stone that I don't really think we need. We need the stone for here, but look, there's huge piles of stone here that they can take it from. So, we've got an extra labourer because Jace has become an adult, and so we're going to put him as a builder for the moment. So resource limits of fuel have gone up. We'll put the resource limits of iron up and stone up as well. just so that we don't ever run, really, for the considerable future, don't really run into any problems about, oh, I haven't got enough, you know, stone to build this, or enough logs to build this. So hopefully they'll do that. Now, what the freaking hell are these builders doing? Oh, Llama Cell. I'm not quite sure who Llama Cell is meant to be, but Llama Cell has become an add-on. It's working as a labourer. That's nice. We will make you a forester. Stick this foresting bloke out here to plant and cut the trees. That means we need another house. So we're going to put another house out here. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. There's nothing going on over here, which is good, because I think, if I remember rightly, I told them to build something round here. Don't remember exactly what though, because it has been a few days since the last time I played. Now, see, as soon as we raised the limit of the woodcutter went back to actually producing some more firewood, but obviously it's run out of logs or something like that, because otherwise they'd be carrying on them. What the freaking hell are these builders doing? Because they're not building anything, that's for sure. I'm just trying to, you know, scan, see if I can find out what they're attempting to... Oh, they're doing this. No? Let's try and track them. Where is the path the citizens have taken? The builders. Obviously that doesn't work. 2 out of 2 are working on this house. Well, I hate to tell you, game, but they're not. They're obviously not doing that. Let's increase the priority again of these. Try and get these built. See, the farmers are coming back to work on the fields, which is good. But these... obviously they'd run out of logs. Oh, I see. They'd run out of logs, and that's why they weren't building it. Okay, I was just getting angry at the woodcutters for no reason. I do that sometimes. I'm sorry. I get angry quite quickly, for some reason. Now, we don't actually have a path that goes anywhere. So we're going to put the path to the bridge, and sort of, you know, make a little sort of towny centre thing here. And then when you get on the bridge, the path should go along here and into the middle of the town. And that should line up here. Because this is a pretty darn important town road, this is a sort of stony road, whereas this is a sort of dirt road, because it's more of a sort of a track, really. There are 11, Llama Cell and Jace, the people who've just become adults, have finally decided that they're gonna move out. They're gonna get their own place, which is quite creepy, actually, considering they're like what, 11. So that's not something that I really want to be thinking about. Logs. Reserve of firewood is low because of logs. I'm not entirely sure. Let's get some more people working here. See if we can... We'll bring up the log limit to like 2,000. I know we don't need to, but it's just a good idea, really. And so we're getting corn from here and corn from here. Now, we could start to think about getting maybe a herbalist, because herbalists are quite important. And again, you need to think about what the town really needs. And we don't really need a trading post at this sort of point in time, but we don't really not need one, if that makes sense. You know, this is sort of like a pre-hospital. And I say pre, I mean like this is what you sort of get before the hospital. And they collect herbs in this sort of area, but we want to, really we don't want everything sort of situated in right at the centre of the town. So I think I'm gonna, I don't know, I don't know exactly where I want to put it yet. I might sort of start to expand this way a bit, and put it out here. Yeah, I'm gonna expand this way and put it out here. That's something that I think will be a good idea. Now, the food stocks is pretty cool. We're doing all right. I think we could maybe afford now to lower the builders. And maybe sort of start to think about another crop field. But we only have 2 things, so maybe we can go for a hunting cabin. See if the hunting cabin can find the food that we don't have at the moment. So if we stick a hunting cabin out here in the depths of the wood, on the way to the woodcutter, we'll stick out a hunting cabin, and this means that, you know, it's gonna be one of those sort of expansion of the town sort of mottos, if you like. I think that reached, yeah, it did. So now we need to, for the pathway towards the forester, we'll put up a path up here. And just take it straight through the forester, and that's our path. So we've got a wooden house it's meant to be being built. The builders will get around to it whenever they've finished building the important things that I've asked them to build, like a herbalist and the gatherer's hut and this sort of thing. They're waiting on the logs, which is the annoying thing. So I'm gonna basically put all the existing labourers that I have into cutting down trees, which means really we should increase the priority of this house here. Because as you can see, the little icon's back saying people don't have houses, which is never good. So do we actually have any logs? No. Okay, well that's probably because we need to bring this down again then. Because what's happening is, where the logs are being cut down from the hunting cabin area and the woodcutting area for the woodcutters, they bring it along here and they walk all the way up this path and back and put it in here and use this stockpile. But when the logs get placed in, what I've done is I've, with this fuel limit, told them, that's alright, as soon as you get it, cut them all into, you know, logs. And that's not a good idea. Well, we're going to bring this down again. And just because I don't really feel we need that much cut down into firewood yet. We don't need a stockpile of, how much have I got? Say 144 firewood. We don't need that. So we are going to bring down the fuel to a 100 stockpile. So until this is under 100, they won't start cutting any of my logs into firewood, which is basically what I wanted. So that's cool. We're alright. So the storage for logs and everything is near capacity, which is never good. So we can create a new stockpile. So we can use another storage barn and a market, and what we might do is we might just sort of push a stockpile here. So that means that they'll eventually get around to putting things up here that they need as well. Because we have a storage barn here, so there's no real urgent need to put another stockpile around this area. And you know, we're expanding quite nicely actually. We're getting to our 3rd autumn, so the 3rd year of autumn, and we still have not, because we're running out of logs again, we have still not got this house built. But it should be built because we're getting there very slowly. Well guys, this has been another episode of Banished. I will see you in the next one.